Welcome to Dunmers and Divines.
Oh, nah, my bad. My bad. Cool. Let's get started. Oh my
Yes, indeed. No point wasting time. And no time like the present. And where there's Thaddeus. Okay. So,
I was making my way out of the mine.
yes, well, at least attempting to. So, you have killed the orc guard from the other side of the desk. You've opened the door. You have his set of keys. I believe you also picked up his hand axe. What did you do?
I think I left the hand axe for the other guys, and
Okay.
I just grabbed myself some.
Your shivs are
knives.
still fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm attuned to those, and they do and I'm able to use charisma with them. That's better than
Heard.
Cool. I run until I encounter another obstacle.
Okay. So you're going the 40 feet forward to the door, to or at least what you're able to perceive as the door to outside.
Yep.
Okay. You get there, and you are not able to detect any mechanism through which to open it. You do still hear a clanging sound from outside.
Yeah, he pulled a lever or something. Okay. What does it look like? Also, it's only 30 feet. I haven't cast Long Strider.
Okay. There's no one else in here. Like, you are not currently in combat. There's no one else in here that's trying to initiate a fight with you.
Okay.
But you're at this door. From what you can perceive, it seems to also be wood, but it's constructed in such a way that it's flush against the also wooden. Sorry, give me a second. The cavern appears to end and has a segment that is constructed wood extending from it. So a solid wooden surface for the ceiling, walls, and door. While there is a slight seam to meet them, they otherwise seem perhaps fabricated in how perfectly smooth they are. Move on.
I'm gonna so I've got the keys, but I don't see a keyhole to open.
Correct.
I can identify that I'm at a door because there's hinges.
Rather, just it's the only thing you could figure this to be. You know that the Kwama eggs get taken through the door that you've now walked past.
Okay.
And you can hear the sounds of village life coming from this space.
And there haven't really been any side corridors for me to get lost into. It's just been a straight.
Yeah, it's just a 40-foot straight line from that first door to this.
I'm gonna
dead end.
I'm gonna start bashing with the coiling grasp tattoo.
Coiling grasp tattoo specifically, okay?
Yeah, it's my highest damage without smiting.
Does that have a number of uses daily?
No.
No?
No.
Damn. Okay.
It's as an action you can force something to make a strength saving throw or 3d10 force damage.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, I mean, especially since 3d10 force damage would definitely surpass any damage barrier stuff I could have going on, at least the majority of the time.
Oh, sorry, it's 3d6 force damage.
that's still roughly true. The average roll on that is over 10. So at least half of the time you're doing at least 10 points of damage, even if I set a damage threshold on this. So
It's more about how quickly or discreetly I'm able to do this. Do you want me to roll?
roll a d8 and tell me how many turns it takes.
Yes.
Do you have her chained to you? Because if anything, it seems like she's ready to move on.
I rolled an 8, so it takes 8 turns for me to.
You might want to let her go.
Yeah.
Yay.
Um.
So it takes 8 turns of you lashing with your coiling grasp tattoo before you are able to break down the door. Now I do want to, before we get into fight setup, I'm going to show you 2 things. One of which is
the bigger map.
so a map of Nisus. So this is the town.
Right. Where am I in?
So you're here, mine entrance.
Okay.
But I also have an image to
wow!
go with it.
And this is the my ride out of here.
No.
No, it looked a lot like a dinosaur.
Oh, like a brontosaurus?
Yeah, it looked like a brontosaurus.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so this is the best image I could find of Nisus. So this is from the perspective of down here. This is the Silt Strider port. So these are the huts around here, and then that's the temple in the middle. And you can see it like curves up towards the mine, just to give you a visual estimation.
Cool.
This is a building.
Yeah, it's the one that looks like a.
Actually, that's the building in the corner that looks like that. That building obscures your ability to see the building behind it, but it's another
cool.
red or
And like the mine is the building that's like very square-ish.
No, that's the fort actually. The mine is up here. So you would have to go around this area, across a bridge, down through here, or probably take fall damage.
Yeah, I can kind of just jump down.
Scale on this map. Each square is 20 feet. I don't necessarily intend for this to be a combat map.
Yeah, this is more of a chase map.
Yeah, chase map,
In my mind.
etc. However, that said, you are in combat.
What? So things are lit up, like.
It's daytime.
It's daytime. Okay, cool. So I've got a good sense of like, this looks like an imperial fort. Do I see the Silt Strider?
There is no Silt Strider.
Okay. Do I see the?
There was one 2 days ago, so you have no reason to expect one to show up for multiple days.
Oh yeah, it's like once a week. What's the general slope of the volcano looking like?
So not a volcano, but mountain. This is not a volcano. This is just mountain. I mean, the whole island is volcano, but enough of you. So, point being, jumping off of the ledge you're on, like it is steep enough that it would require a really good athletics check to not just fall down and result in taking a lot of fall damage.
Right, but what I mean more is like, can I tell what's the uphill towards the ashlands and what's the downhill towards the coast, basically?
I think from where you're standing, it's a little hard to tell. However, you are able to see from where you are, basically just out of picture, just like south of that, like south of the line where my map ended.
Mm-hmm.
You do see that the ground falls sharply, and you can hear sounds of water. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can just follow the river down. Cool. I'm gonna just go straight towards the sounds of the river.
Well, you're gonna try, but first, as soon as you open the door, there are 6 orcs in Imperial Legion uniforms gathered around you.
Cool. If I stay here, there's only like 3 of them that can reach me, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Which is extra good for you because this is the same turn that you finish breaking the door down, which means definitionally you use your grasping or your coiling grasp tattoo to break the door down.
Sure.
Okay.
Initiative?
Yep, roll initiative.
17!
Nice. I only have a 12. So.
Okay. I am going to channel divinity, turn the bourgeois. I'm assuming all of those orcs are dressed like are like overseer types.
I mean, they're mostly wearing just guard uniforms. It doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot of overseeing within the mine itself. Let's... You know what?
Wisdom save, difficulty 13.
Alright, cool. None of them seem to be affected by your effort to turn bourgeoisie.
Okay, in this case, I'm going to cast darkness. Okay, verbal and material. You need a bat fur and a drop of pitch or piece of coal.
I don't think you have either of those things.
No, I'm just gonna need like a staff to serve as a spellcasting focus, or it's what I can bypass the verbal and material component, the verbal and somatic components with subtle spell, not the material components.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna 1, 2 face step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. This person has to make a saving throw or be scared of me.
Okay, 7. So that's gonna be a fail. So this one is afraid.
Cool. Can't come closer to me, and that's my turn. That's my action, bonus action, and movement.
Okay. Alright, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that one can't move anyways. So none of them are going to be able to get within range of you without dashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dash. 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 So 3 spear attacks at range. This one's at disadvantage due to fear. That's a miss. Then those 2.
AC is 10.
Yeah. So I get 1 hit in off of all that. That's gonna be 4 piercing damage.
Okay. So that 31 HP. Okay.
The guards yell out. Any sign of Lugurgumal? This bastard killed him! Kill the troublemaker!
Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
What weapons do those people have?
They're all bearing spears.
Cool. If I break the spear point off of a spear, it's like a staff for the purposes of casting a spell, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. In this case, I'm going to coin and grasp tattoo one of them to try to like pick their spear, and then use that to cast darkness and get out of here. So that's going to be a strength save, difficulty 14 on the part of one of the guards.
Okay, so
And I do 15 force damage if I hit.
strength save. Yeah, somehow they only have a strength of. Well, they don't have any saving proficiencies. So that's only a 12. So yeah, they fail that,
15 force damage.
which kills which one?
This one.
Okay.
I like his face. Cool. Object interaction. I grab the spear, and bonus action. I'm gonna take the spear point off of the spear, like break the tip. If you'll allow me.
I think I'm gonna need that to be a full action, since you're modifying the weapon's type. Like,
Okay.
if anything, it should probably be required to do so out of combat. But I'm gonna ask for a full action from you, like you're making an attack on the spear.
Sounds good. In this case, I'm going to. I'm going to face step and then walk an extra 30 feet.
Okay.
As my bonus action in my movement. And if there's
Just
still.
for the record, the fear effect only lasts one turn.
Yep,
with
that's
face
correct.
step, right? Okay. So you're face stepping, then moving another 30 feet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so I move another 60 feet. So all of them will have to either dash or eat my dust.
Okay, so this one is going to stay in the same alignment with you. These two are as well because they're going to dash. These two, first of all, I need to make the wisdom save. So this one is going to stay where he is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here he is. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is going to make a spear attack, the only one who does, and he misses you. Your turn.
Cool. So
I
like
assume we're racing along the edge of the mine, so you're on a downward slope heading towards the village.
cool.
At this point, it's the only real way to be running in this long of a line.
I'm gonna break off the spear thing as my action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump off of the nearest cliff side
Okay.
and cast Featherfall to kind of like break off the pursuit without using any one of the bigger spell slots.
Sounds good. Okay. So, we are effectively switching to chase. So, you made it about 120 feet. There you are. So 120 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you were here. So jumping down is going to put you behind these huts. You can see a shape that you recognize as a tribunal temple in front of you. There is space to move between the two huts. You're not like blocked out.
Cool.
So where do you go?
So this is a fort, and this is like an entrance in and out of the.
It's sort of, this is a slope down towards a river.
Cool.
Or at least it seems like some kind of slope downwards, and you hear water.
So like 30 feet. It's. Well, then I'm gonna dash. So
We'll call him 15, just to make movement a
1,
little
2,
more clear.
3, 4. Yeah, I'm dashing.
Okay. Alright, so these guys.
What's the range on the spears?
60. So
Okay.
you are well out of that.
Yeah.
Especially since a fall could kill them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm not wasting my feather falls on those guys.
2d6 could kill them. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there are also people in the fort who hadn't been like activated and are semi-available. This is also a okay. You don't need to know what it is, but someone comes running from out of it and is able to get.
Oh, thank goodness you're here! The guards are going mad. They've started killing each other. Run for your lives!
Roll persuasion.
I would expect that would be deception, but I'll take persuasion. Okay. Ooh, 19.
Okay. That I think that's enough to cause enough hesitancy that he rolls with disadvantage.
Okay.
But that is still going to be enough to hit you with a spear attack. So that's going to be another 4 piercing damage.
How much to hit me?
10.
Okay. I'm not concentrating on anything. I'm not gonna shield. Yeah, how much damage you say?
4.
Okay, got it. 27. Okay.
Okay. Your turn.
I dash.
Okay. So you get to the edge of the river basin. You can see that there is a path that okay, sorry. This is a fairly tall cliff face. There's a reason that there's no dock set up here, but this is, however, where they have the Silt Strider port. It's a solid 40 feet up. It's not a very flexible. It's not a good port. There's no harbor. Even though you can see from where you are that actually the sea is quite close. It's within about 3 miles. So getting down from where you are is either going to be quite a bit of horizontal walking back and forth on a path that is carved out to get you down to the river level, or jump and use feather fall.
I'm gonna jump and use feather fall.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, this is a very prone to feather fall
Environment.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's I'm like, you can't keep, like, it's impossible to keep a druid contained, but a spellcaster with Featherfall and a Coiling Grasp tattoo is like also pretty hard to contain.
Okay, so with that said, I think we can officially draw this chase to a close because you are now out of their sight lines. You've featherfalled down away from them twice, and so they're gonna have to waste a bunch of time going down pathways that you just jumped around.
Yeah. I didn't dodge the last attack or disengage. I just dashed. So so one of them would have an attack of opportunity on me.
I'll still apply that disadvantage I gave him from his unsurety, so that's a 16 to hit for another 4 points of damage.
16 is gonna hit. I'm at 23, but then I'm gonna.
And I do need you to also burn that Featherfall spell slot.
I did.
Okay. I do want
and
to.
then I'm gonna use my lay on hands to get back to full HP.
Sure thing. But before I move on from this map, which we spent very little time on, but I still feel proud of and hope that it
Mhm.
elevated your
Yeah.
experience.
I appreciated it.
Um,
Like with the image, it really like came together.
Like it brings the whole thing to life.
Mm-hmm.
But before we move on, I am going to ask you to make a history check.
An intelligence skill. Oh goody. 12.
Okay, with a 12.
I don't recognize this from my past life.
No, you don't recognize this from your past, Okay, which is to say, you do recognize this place. This is somewhere you've been before.
What, as a legionnaire?
Not as a legionnaire. No, the memories are older, more hazy than that. You recall this same place, this same temple, passing through the great arch, past the old Velothi Tower, your mother whispering words to you of the wizard that lived within, and her speaking with priests outside the temple. What she was doing with them wasn't clear, but money changed hands, potions changed hands, probably some kind of bartering or asking for aid of some kind. But this is a place you've been. A long time ago.
Very interesting. You said passing beneath the arch?
Yeah, so there's an arch over here.
Okay.
That's what this tower is. Is this.
So we would have been coming from the north?
This actually is the west.
We would have been coming. Okay.
So this is the north side. This is the south side. East west.
Okay.
North, south.
Cool.
East, west.
Yeah, from the west. So we were coming from the west or from the east?
You came from the west.
Okay. Well, that's the exact opposite of where I'm headed right now.
Yeah.
Wait, no. No, if I came from the west, then that's like back towards the coast, right?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Oh, well, I'm headed towards the coast, so I guess I'm retracing my old steps.
Is this the
Exploration time.
exploration time? I had a whole map drawn up just to help you with your exploration stuff when we finally got to it. And I finally was able to use it by transforming it into this map.
Okay.
This is what you're able to see.
Where's
Actually,
where's
no.
the sea?
So you're able to see that because it's open sight lines, mostly along the river. So yeah, I'll allow this. So sea's that way.
Okay. And that's like, this is north, this is west.
Yes. Okay. So, based on the way you exited Nisus, you are currently right here. Where the fuck did I put Gladius down again?
Part 2.
Gladius. You are here. Okay. So
like I'm on the riverbed, basically.
yes, which means that going anywhere is going to take substantially longer. It is currently early afternoon, so you've got, and you did work this morning, so you've got about 4 hours of movement before you start pushing it exploration-wise. At which point you'd have to start rolling for the chance of exhaustion. So basically, moving anywhere is going to require you to stop and rest unless you want to push it.
Okay.
I do.
Do I see like plumes of smoke, signs of like fires and civilization around?
Okay. What you can see, it looks like this the space south of you, the other side of the riverbank. You were able to catch a glimpse that it looks fairly traversable if you were able to get back up onto the other side. Though there's some sort of wooded areas more westward. This looks like open sea, but who knows what you might be able to see from the coast. But beyond that, you're just aware of the space around Nisus.
Okay.
That's what you can see.
And there's I don't spot any sort of puffs of smoke or anything.
Nope.
Um,
This is 3
yeah.
miles around you, and then this is 6 and 9,
Cool.
respectively.
I'm going to do the escaped convict thing and like let the water current take me down. I'm not
Okay.
wearing my heavy armor, so for once I can kind of just like I'm trying to basically navigate without getting levels of exhaustion and also making it hard for anything that's sniffing around after me, like
Okay.
catching me.
So since you're going to be trying to spend an extended period of time in water, I'm going to have you make an athletics check. And depending on how well you do on that, we'll see how far you get in how much time.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, with an 8, you're able to travel this far in about 2 hours, so 1 hour per square.
Cool. That's very
And
decent.
you manage to not drown.
Yay!
But you do take 4 points of bludgeoning from a river rock that hits you and sort of tumbles you about.
Okay. I've spent all of my lay on hands.
Okay. Yeah, you are at the sea, which means that your sight lines have expanded. You're able to see there's another sort of inlet to the north, as well as that sort of wooded area south of you. However, since you've now made it, if you go as far as the sea tile and then approach from the beach, it would actually be easier than just climbing out of the river area that you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna like follow along the coast. I'm on the lookout for any sort of ships of any kind, river or like or otherwise. I don't like being in the sea because it's like the forest, except the beasts can come at you from more directions. But I also know that traveling by boat tends to be faster than traveling by land.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of try to like get my bearings straight and get back onto the shore over here.
Okay. So yeah, you move another hour, roll an athletics check. Make sure you don't drown.
16.
Okay, yeah. You do not drown. That takes you an hour. It's now been 3. So, the coast in front of you.
What's like my sight line beyond this?
So, this is 3 miles, 6 miles, 9 miles. So, that's as far as you see beyond that.
Okay.
9 miles is pretty damn far.
Because of curvature of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As well as general fog. It's getting towards evening at this point in time, so
Can't believe
light is lower.
my DM is a round earther when it comes to the Elder Scrolls. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Then
Dude, the throat of the world is so tall. If the world wasn't round, you'd always be able to see it.
elves are always able to see it. In Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, a different fucking world.
A
Okay.
different franchise, yeah.
So, Round Earther says that's as far as you can see.
Heard. Any signs of any ships? People?
None that you're able to make out from where you are.
Okay. I'm gonna get back on land.
Okay.
And
For the record, if you don't rest here on this tile, then you are going to have to start rolling Constitution against exhaustion when you move.
yeah, that's fair. I got places to be though, so I'm gonna I'm gonna keep going south. I also don't think I have the proper equipment for resting out here. Like, if I can find a cave, I want to go back to civilization.
Okay, so moving south, there's another wooded area to the southeast, as well as a clearer path to the direct east.
I'm trying to like catch a road, basically.
Well, this is a road,
Oh, perfect.
but you are still within sight of Nesis from here. So you like it's 6 miles away, but there's not much impeding their sight lines, and they do have a fort set up here. So you may want to be careful how you move. As you leave the wooded area, you're able to tell that you can either move towards denser scrub or on an open path that has open sight lines to Nesis.
But the scrub is wilderness with beasts in it. I think Gladius is less concerned with like the guards like knowing which general direction I left in. Like if I'm miles away, they're not like shooting at me.
This is true.
Also, this is the sort of vibes of the environment.
Oh, very beautiful. Very idyllic, and I think Gladius is terrified of all of this green.
Yeah, like it's scrubby plant life for the most part. Like it is greener than some parts of Morrowind you've seen, but it is all scrubby trees. They are real trees though, not mushrooms. Rock spires. There's a lot of changes in elevation. This is sort of like a plateau area.
Cool. I'm gonna run along the road, and I'm hoping to find a cart, a silt strider, a something. I'm hoping to like hitch a ride on some sort of vehicle, or find people who can point me in the general direction of where I'm going, and tell me like how many hours I'm gonna have to walk.
Okay, so it is now nighttime. You are running in the dark. Good news is you're pretty good at seeing in that.
But limited range, which allows me not to perceive all of the beasties.
But I do need you to roll that con check. It's just a DC 10 to try to avoid exhaustion.
I rolled an 8.
So you take 1 level of exhaustion, and to continue moving, you would have to do the same thing. You are on a path. You see no clear cover.
I rolled an 8 again.
Okay. You also have no rations. Okay. So,
My speed is now halved.
which means that you're gonna need to stop and rest soon. But I've got great news for you, because to the southeast, a huge structure, clearly made of stone, lurks up from the horizon. Da-da-da. Made of dark stone. No,
I can't wait.
I meant Barandus.
I can't wait for the paladin level 6, where I get my charisma bonus to all of my saving throws. Ooh, that looks like a temple.
It certainly looks like it was constructed by people.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna run there as fast as I can. It's nighttime, so like, are there torches lit?
You don't see any torches lit, no.
So I see a rectangular dark shape.
Yes.
Okay.
But it is clearly tall and like.
If there's nobody home, nobody's gonna care where I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a history or insight check to get a sense of, if I've been in this region before, maybe there was this, never go close to this square. It's a like cult of the bad guys.
Go ahead.
So insight or history?
I am gonna say history.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Do you remember something about Dunmer strongholds? These were definitely places made by the Dunmer. That's all that you can really remember.
The Dwemer were the dwarves, so
You're a Dunmer.
yeah, I'm a Dunmer. So hey, listen, sometimes I gotta put my head back in the game. So yeah, built my people. Let's go. I'm gonna go straight there in search of a bed and some rations.
So, I don't normally just directly pull from like what the first look that you have inside. So as soon as you, okay, I guess I should ask the question. There are sort of 2 doors, one into the larger building and one into the smaller one. Which door do you try?
Oh, smaller building.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the either the outhouse or like the concierge.
So this is the first thing you see.
Okay, candles, bones, impaled bodies. Do they look
They don't look fresh at all.
human?
Oh, the bodies,
or,
yes. The bodies look very human.
Or mer.
Well,
They look humanoid.
They look humanoid, yes.
Okay.
Certainly some kind of sentient creature. But it is inside. And you're 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like. Gladius has no armor. Very limited number of spells, but this is not full of beasts. I can tell. So I'm striding in pretty confidently. I am going to use my divine sense to get a sense for zombies.
Okay. What's the range on that?
I believe it's 60 or 30 feet. 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. So there's a fairly long stairway sloping down from where you are. So 60 feet. The stairway is probably about 40 feet long before it curves off. And you are able to correctly surmise that the hallway is empty.
Okay. Is this consecrated or desecrated ground?
Oh, very desecrated.
Oh, cool. I'm pretty confident walking in now.
The confidence level's rising.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, beasts that are afraid of unholy places
So we're doing great.
for some reason.
The only person who's just like, oh, thank God, this is a desecrated space. They must have some way to keep the beasts out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like whoever the divinity of nature is someone who's got like consecrated temples, which means that desecrated makes it less likely that the influence of the nature god or goddess to be an influence. So Gladius is like, oh, thank goodness, just kind of walking in.
Okay.
Good place to stop.
I think that's a good place to stop.
All right. Day 1 of our record-breaking series of
Games.
uninterrupted games, and
Yes.
once per day, at least once per day.
You know that we were sick when we didn't even start playing D&D until the Sunday after we've both been off for a whole week. Oh no, that's not true.
No,
I got off on Wednesday.
I've only been off
Man,
for a
my
few
sense
days.
of time is
Yeah,
gone.
it's already whack. Okay,
This is the still Thursday, Friday, Saturday, fourth day I was off. I didn't even start playing D&D until today.
yeah.
Starting to wish.
My star, I could see that you were using the low level, like, CR half guard, but, like, that was still, like, I managed to, like, not have it at the forefront of my mind of, like, yeah, I could kill all of them if I took the time to do that, but instead, like, realistically, Gladius doesn't know the stat blocks and is just, like, just trying to get the hell out of here. I'm waiting to see how punitive the exhaustion mechanics are, but I'm excited to see your take on like the exploration stuff, because I know it's very important for Morrowind, and I've never been in a situation bad enough where I've had to interact with those mechanics. So that's my wish is to see like what that's like.
Yeah, my star is definitely the fact that, yeah, I did set up a combat situation that you definitely could have cleared out those cards, like 100% of them, including like whatever backup they might have gotten from the barracks, etc. They were literally not prepared for a threat like you. They were expecting a guy who beat up a slave.
Yeah.
And like I was asking myself, what's a reasonable amount of security for this place? And the main thing keeping people within the mine is
The
realistically the door.
Yeah.
And you can get through the door. So
Also, the fucking door, like, okay, I don't. So okay, you said there were no bars, and then you said there were no bars last session because they knew about face stepping and knew that it would be used. But I didn't use face step to get past that door. I used grab a guard through it and like smash the guard's face against the door.
and then
like,
steal
like,
the key spot
like-
because you didn't just face step through sneakily and evade like him throwing the alarm. There was still like an alert posted,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was like the main thing. The main thought process behind
Yeah.
not having bars there is to basically make sure that you can't sneak your way out. Or like their main threat.
It makes it
They
easier.
figure the guards are armed
Yeah.
and wearing armor. They can take the physical threat. That's fine. It's just about the sneaking out that we have to worry about.
Right, yeah. So, like, we're gonna force you to use your face steps if you have them.
Like, once again, low security prison. They're expecting to be, like, petty thieves be much more of a nuisance than...
What about Wish?
Wish? My wish is to have a... My wish is for you to enjoy the exploration.
Okay.
I hope that I can do so well. So far, I think I could tell you were getting a little bored until we got to the point where you were feeling exhaustion. Like, not every square is an interesting thing.
Yeah. Like, do you remember Pointy Hat's video on exploration?
I do.
I feel like that's like that might be a very interesting thing to lean into, but also at the same time, like, I know that this specific way of doing exploration is like very Morrowind. It's very like you're trying to recreate specific ambiance of exploring in Morrowind, and I respect that.
I have some like random encounters that are from this region that are like very memorable that I certainly want to incorporate. But I don't really want to pull from Pointy Hat because like
I'm going for something more sandboxy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like I've got ideas. I've got.
I'm excited
You're
for
going somewhere, you just don't know it yet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm pushing you towards that. But, you know, you're not gonna, like, encounter this traveling circus at the beginning of the road, and then later they get lost. Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
good.
yeah.